All right. Awesome. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today and for being here with our HOPE2Women team in MasterCard. My name is Jackie Peralt. I'm the Director of Member and Community Engagement with the association, and I'm one of the HOPE ambassadors with HOPE2Women. So we're so excited for you to be here. I am here with my colleague, Jessie, who's the VP of Programs. She's going to talk more about what HOPE2Women is, what our platform does in terms of supporting small businesses, women entrepreneurs, and how we provide you not only resources and tools, but also grant giveaways and some exciting trainings like this one today. So thank you for being here. I'm going to toss it over to Jessie, and then she'll give it back to me. I'll introduce our speakers, Mercedes and Jimmy with MasterCard. We're going to talk about digital payments for your business.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jackie. Happy to be here. I don't know if I can click through slides or if you have to do it, but you're more than welcome to go to the next one. So I think all of you hopefully came through us through one of our many channels, either our HOPE2Women Instagram or HOPE2Women newsletter. And so you might know a little bit about HOPE2Women, but not really understand what it is for or what we really do here. So the HOPE2Women platform is powered by the Association of Women's Business Centers. And many of you might never have heard of a women's business center, or maybe you have. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what a women's business center is and why HOPE2Women exists to help women and men seek out women's business centers. So what WBCs are is they've been around since 1988, and they are federally funded and mandated centers that help women start and grow businesses. They're generally completely free to you. The challenge is because they are a nonprofit and they're small, they don't market out as much as they can. So HOPE2Women was created to help more women find the resources available to them at a local women's business center. There are over 150, soon to be 190 women's business centers across the nation and Puerto Rico. So there's generally one near you. How you can take advantage of this and learn about either the one near you or get help directly from us at the HOPE2Women team is simply to visit HOPE2Women.org. There, right at the top, is a request assistance button, and that puts you into our coaching circuit, if you will. So you're able to make an appointment. Jackie or I will meet with you to talk one-on-one about your business needs, and then we'll get you connected to the WBC near you. Or other partners like our friends at MasterCard. So you can see this is an old map too. There's actually locations well beyond what you see here, but you could just see that we are in every state and Puerto Rico at this time. Go ahead and go to the next one, Jackie. Yep. Okay. And the last thing I want to point out is also at our partners at Verizon, we have, you'll see, if you're on our HOPE2Women Instagram, you're already seeing all about this, but we're partnered on a small business platform that gives away lots of grant opportunities and awesome free courses. So definitely check that out, but you'll see the opportunity in our newsletter and our HOPE2Women Instagram as well. So I'm excited to see you. I hope you guys all take us up on those requests for counseling. Again, it's just HOPE2Women.org just HOPE2Women.org, click the request assistance button, and that's how you get into one-on-one coaching. So I'll send it back to Jackie now, and we'll get started with today's training.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jessie. All right, now I want to introduce our fantastic speakers and our friends and partners at MasterCard. Mercedes Garcia is the Vice President of Community Relations at MasterCard with over 30 years of experience in various capacities. But for the last 12 years, she led MasterCard's financial education efforts. So we're so excited. She has a passion for what she does about financial empowerment, and she devotes a lot of her time with working with these community organizations like HOPE2Women, like the Association of Women's Business Centers, to serve those underserved individuals and small business owners to learn about financial literacy. And what's so cool when we were putting this together and such, we wanted to make sure we were doing something in April, which is Financial Literacy Month. So we wanted to shine a light, make sure that our small business owners are getting the education that they need from our partners like MasterCard. And Jimmy Chow is the Director of Community Relations at MasterCard. He has been with the organization for 8 years, and in his current role helps to promote the financial empowerment and equity among underserved communities through, again, literacy, resources, access to electronic payments, like we're going to be talking today. And he does that through technology, through Master Your Card, which is a community empowerment program. So thank you so much for being here. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen so I can allow you both to. And if you have any questions throughout, please put those in the chat. We will monitor those, and we'll also share the recording and presentation with you all after today's session. So take it away.
Thank you so, so much. Thank you for the opportunity. We're very, very excited to be here. Here's my partner in crime and in financial literacy, Jimmy Chow. So he will cover part of the deck, and also he's going to be helping with questions. So if you have any questions, you want to put it in the chat, feel free to do that. And you know, if it's related with what we're saying here, we can definitely tackle it right away. Otherwise, at the end, we're going to have some time for that. So again, thanks so much for joining us. I hope there's new information for you, or some information to reconfirm in case that you already knew that. So one of the things we always like to start with is like clarifying who MasterCard is, what we do, because unfortunately, there's still a lot of people out there that when they hear the word MasterCard, they say, oh yeah, the credit card company. So we just wanted to start by saying that we're not a credit card company. MasterCard does not give cards to people. MasterCard does not sign up to it's you know, to sign up merchants that want to accept payment cards or MasterCard cards. So we are the global technology behind the payment. So our mission is to ensure that everybody has access to an inclusive digital economy. And what we do is, you know, electronic payments benefit everybody everywhere they are by making transactions and access as simple, safe, and smart that we can do it. And also we are working to reshape the digital economy for everybody. So it's connect individuals, financial institutions, government, businesses, to, you know, to connect, to do business together and realize their success, their ambitions. So hopefully this is, you know, something new that you already knew. But if not, well, it's a new thing here. So we want to talk a little bit about financial empowerment. What does that mean to you, etc. And then we're going to move to more specific things regarding accepting payment cards and how to select the processor, all of those things. So empowerment, the process of increasing the capacity of individuals or groups to make choices and transform those into actions, right? And obviously successful actions. And financial empowerment, therefore, is like the transfer of power of these kind of information to improve your finances, to get to financial health and financial independence. So when you feel financially empowered, you control your finances, not the other way around. And you know, you are more prepared to be in a more successful position. So why taking care of your personal finance is so important, especially as a business owner? Because until you can establish credit for your under your business name, your personal situation in terms of having a score or a financial history is the one that might start backing you up or helping you for the starting your company or growing your company. So it's important that you think about that and also ensure that your personal finances are in a good standing when you start a new business. So obviously you should reinvest the profits back into your business, but not at the expense of yourself or at the expense of fixing any financial situation that you didn't have very well under control when you started your business. So it's always important to start from a healthy financial situation when you start your business. And then when you do, also continue taking care of yourself, like paying yourself and ensuring that you separate things. Set smart financial goals for yourself and for your business, and always track your progress. Not everything is like written in stone. You should be adapting everything as you go, because you know times change, and what you thought was going to be this way, maybe it's a different way. So when you have your personal finances in order, you can focus on the finances of your business in a more positive way. So the key components in financial empowerment, obviously, knowledge, action, access, and influence. So knowledge, for example, knowing your credit history, your savings and spendings, investments, and your debt are going to be very, very important. Important, and also what you know about positive management. What are your beliefs or what is in your brain about this kind of thing? Sometimes the attitude that we have toward this is going to play a very important role, because there's people out there that unfortunately um, consider when they talk about finances, they get a little concerned. Their experience has been a little negative, etc. So, what are our beliefs and what are our what's in our head regarding finances? That's important as well. So then action. What do we do with the financial knowledge that we have, right? Do we understand or do we have the knowledge about the tools that are out there for you, if it's a bank account or payment cards or accepting payments or, cash management or things like those? Are you taking the right action with all of that? And also access. What's available for you? Do you know everything that's available for you? Because that will give you the opportunity to use the appropriate financial products and services that are there for you. And then influences. So make sure that you understand what are the factors that are gonna help you and the things that may contribute to the attitude and behaviors that you have as you manage your business. So really, really important. So, how do you create and maintain a healthy financial habit for your business? Well, you have to start by separating your personal finances and your business finances. Your credit history and debt could impact any loans that you might need for your business or lines of credit or an insurance rate, all of that. And also maintaining the records for your business has to be totally separate, like income statements and cash flow statements. All those things need to be totally separate from your personal finances. And also ideally you should have a separate account for your business, even though many people start with their own personal account or even payment cards to start their business. Try as soon as you can to separate it. And also create a budget and documents that go in to understand what goes in and out of your business. Not knowing, what's the comparison of that, you can end up like spending more than when it's coming in. So really, really important to use your forecast and balance sheet and all your documents that are for your business to know where you are all the time. Really important. Emergencies, as we all know, are unexpected. So it's very, very important to planning ahead. When COVID hit, many people, many business owners didn't have, that factored in. Like, okay, what happens if there's something totally out of my control? So just important to remember, so that as a business owner, you have to understand your core business and core customers and identify what makes them core, what's really important, and what are the risks associated with that. If you lose a major customer, what happens? What will be the impact in your business? So you need to calculate how can you cover for that unexpected loss of a customer or of the business from somebody. So so your business will not be really disrupted by that. Also, try to build what we call a financial cushion. Uh, and that you do by calculating what your operating costs are for a 6 month, ideally 6 months. Sometimes some people cannot do it, so do it at least for 3, and make it a goal to have that amount of money reserved in your savings, untouchable, and ensure that that you have that ready just in case it's necessary. So you don't have worry too much about being totally out of business for something unexpected. And also secure access to, keep up to date your financial records, so everything is up to speed. There was a lot of business owners that when COVID hit and there were opportunities for loans and different things that were supporting them, they didn't have their documents in order. They didn't have the financial records. They didn't have the way to demonstrate how much of their business was making, the revenue, all of those things. So it was very, very difficult for them, or some couldn't even access those funds that were available for them. And also secure your access to cash when that you can use in an emergency, even if it's a line of credit or a credit card or anything, just for you to cover if there's an emergency suddenly. Really important. So any questions so far, or shall we move to digital enablement and electronic payment? Is there something there maybe, Jimmy?
Nothing on the chat, but again, everyone, you're welcome to throw in your questions in the chat box, or you can unmute yourself and ask away.
Mercedes, I just had a comment that you totally highlighted, and I think is so important for all of our HOPE2Women clients and people that join the calls. Jackie and I, as you know, both were Women's Business Center directors. We've dealt with thousands of clients, and I could tell you that almost every single client that came into my office had some type of financial struggle. And I don't think most women realize that they're not alone in that, and that they can come and be open about that. They don't have to be scared to share about any type of financial challenges they've had, that it's very common and not something to be ashamed of. And that's what, like, the perfect place to connect with MasterCard or with the Women's Business Centers to start the journey of getting out of that cycle. So it's just a matter of facing it and just being honest and not being afraid to share that. So I just wanted to highlight that because you mentioned something along those lines. And I think there's a big misconception that everybody else has it together and it's just me that has an issue. So thanks for touching on that.
Thank you so much, Jessie. Totally true. Really, really important, all of this. And also another very important thing is having a digital presence. Another, very negative impact that it has had with businesses during COVID that didn't have a digital presence, because everybody was locked at home. So without a website or without the capability of selling their goods and services online and accepting payments in the same way, they were not able to do anything. So many of the businesses that had to close is because they couldn't continue doing business. So it's really, really important. As I'm sure you know, paying electronically or shopping online has continued to grow every single year. Just in 2020, it was like over 80% of consumers that were shopping online globally. And then at the end of 29, 79% of consumers in the US only reported that they were shopping with their phone. So all of these digital ways, even if it's on the phone or it's on your computer, on your phone, there's with QR codes, all these things. So that it continues to increase all the time. So you need to be ready for that. Otherwise, you're going to totally be left behind, right? And another thing is not only having a website. Digital presence can be having a website where people can find you and where you promote your goods and services, but having the ability of selling this, having an interactive website, etc., it's really, really important. Otherwise, it's just a way for people to find you, to know about your product, but then what? If I want to buy it and you don't have the capability for that. So most people, and that again continues growing, customers will check out a business online before they check the reviews, they check how well their website is set up, if it's clear, if it looks like like something really under control and that comes from a reputable business, before they buy anything. And but unfortunately, a very low percentage of small businesses have have a website or the capability of selling and buying things online. So very important to think about. So once your business is online and your website is set, you need to be settled to accept electronic payments. Because people continue, as I said, growing and growing, and the technology is changing the way we use our money. So very, continuous decrease in the people having the opportunity to get cash and come to your business with enough cash in their pocket to be able to buy your goods and services. So that it's less and less. And there's a lot of businesses out there, probably you have had the opportunity to experience it as a customer, are saying that they are no cash businesses. They have decided that they don't want to go through the cost of maintaining, securing cash, and also putting their employees in the risk of, the business being robbed or something like that, or managing the security that there's no money that's going to be, disappearing or something. So more and more businesses are taking that decision of not accepting cash or checks that continue to be more and more a thing of the past. So it's important to realize that every day more and more ways of paying digitally are growing. Not only the plastics like payment cards, but now is the wallets on your phone. Now it's the QR code. Now we even have a refrigerator that is connected to a provider of groceries, and it can buy on your command, buy what you need to have in your refrigerator. So everybody likes buying from wherever they are at whatever time. I can be buying things from a plane if if I'm connected to Wi-Fi. So we have to be ready for this digital world. So understanding the electronic payments benefits is really important as a business owner, especially when we are a small business, because that gives us the opportunity to compete with bigger businesses. So what are the benefits if you're asking yourselves of working with electronic payments? Well, it increases your revenue because it enables new sales channels. It's not only me in my store with the customer that came with enough cash in their pocket. Now I can increase the sales because I can sell things to in a neighbor town, in another city, and in another country, over the phone, in the computer, through a wallet on a phone. So it's really important because it's a lot of new sales channels that are being enabled. It increases sales also because customers spend more when they're using payment cards. So it's more opportunity to buy more things than just whatever they can with the cash they're carrying, and also offers customers a better purchase experience, because then you are showing me that you're providing me with the convenience of paying in any way I can or want, and from wherever I am. So it's a different purchase experience that if I go to you and you tell me, oh no, I only accept cash, so please go and find an ATM and pay a fee and come back with the cash that you need to buy things from me. Also, it makes the transactions more efficient and more secure. Really, really important. Also, improves your operational efficiency. Just imagine if you have a cash only um, shop. At the end of the day, what are you going to be doing instead of going home to your family? You're going to have to stay counting all the money and setting up things, etc., because it's very different when it's all electronically. The money will go straight to your account, and you will get from your processor the reports that you need to know how the day went and all those good things. Also helps you with the cash flow, depending on how you're paying your vendors and receiving the money at certain time and then paying your vendors probably with a card, and you gain some days with your cash flow. So it helps depending on each case on that area as well. And also electronic payments through the reports that I was mentioning to you. Anytime during the day, you can go online and check how your day is going. So it provides you with immediate, accurate, and transparent accounting. And as since COVID-19, you know, that I just mentioned that you have to adapt to the current customer needs, like paying recurrent payments, contactless, things like those. Recurrent payments is something really important for some types of businesses, because you can keep the information of your customer, and if it's something that they buy recurrently, let's say it's a I don't know, the gardener, it's a gym, or it's I don't know, a nanny, or there's so many people that sometimes have recurrent payments. So by you just charging them monthly, there's a great impact to the loyalty, because it's very unlikely that people will go out and shop around and see who they're gonna change, you know, their the vendor to, when they have the capability monthly and the convenience of just knowing that a charge is going to go to their card and that's it. So that really helps. And also receiving subsidies and stimulus funds were very important at that time and after COVID. But those that didn't have the electronic capability were not able to get them. So, and also when you want to access a line of credit, etc., you have to be able to really show the revenues that you have, if your finances are clean, all of those things. Many times for cash only merchants, that is not possible. They don't really have the means to demonstrate that. And you can say, yeah, I make a lot of money, it's all cash. How would others know if there isn't any specific record for that? Some other impacts to your business as you use electronic payment, the brand and marketing. Definitely, I'm the first that if I go to a place and they say, oh, only cash, I'm the one that I'm going to go and try to find another business next door, maybe, because I don't feel very comfortable buying from a cash only merchant. That I don't know if I come back tomorrow because I need to return something, they're going to be still there or not. When I buy with my card, there's, you know, there's I have the backup from the bank that gave me my card. That also tells me that they have mainstream financial practices, also that they are interested in providing to customers convenience, and also allowing them, you know, to decide how to pay. From a customer service perspective as well, because your greatest strength as a small business is the quality of your products and services and the personal relationship that you build with your customers. So it's really important that you do things very efficiently, that you can dedicate more time to and energy to focus on your products, on your clients, and your customer service, that being counting dollar bills and doing the math of how your day went. So more time and energy. And financial health as well. You know, the big businesses have all of these departments, like the administration department and the security department and this and that. When you're a small business, sometimes it's just you, or you and two other people or something like that. So, you know, there's no time for be doing all of these administrating things. So, you know, and also you can make like larger purchases, and you have a guaranteed payment, better cash flow, and automatic accounting. So it's really important that it's going to help you with the time that you devote to doing all these things. Just like a quick thing regarding payment cards, something that Jimmy and I still find when we do our workshops is that some people still believe that all cards are credit cards, and that it's far from the truth. There's credit, debit, and prepaid cards. And a simple way to understand them is like, okay, whose money is the one being used in the card? So when it's a prepaid card, it's your own money, which you loaded into a payment card, and you're going to use it and use it and use it, and then reload your card and continue using it. All prepaid cards are not only gift cards. Gift cards are the ones that you, let's say you buy a gift card for $20, and when you spend the $20, that's gone. But we're talking here about reloadable prepaid cards that are very helpful to many people, especially those that do not have a bank account or do not have a credit history. Therefore, they cannot have a debit card or a credit card, but they need an electronic payment form to pay for things, because obviously they cannot use cash for many, many things every day, less and less. So this is a good way to use a payment card without the need of having a bank account or a credit history. Debit cards, same thing, is your own money as well, but this time it's in a bank account. So that's a different story. You need to have a bank account. So there's a lot of people that prefer to use the amount, the money that they have at hand, and use a debit card, just as like electronic check, and that's what they enjoy. And the other one, which most people know, is a credit card, but in this case, it's not your money exactly. You're borrowing it from the bank that issue your card. And as I said at the beginning, MasterCard is not a financial institution. We're not a credit card company, so we don't give cards to people and we don't sign up merchants to accept cards. But we are the network behind all of these transactions that go back and forth in fractions of seconds around the world. Okay, so before I move to accepting electronic payments, is there any questions out there? Jimmy, Jackie, Jesse, do you see anything there, or
No,
shall we
nothing.
just continue? Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay, so some people sometimes say like, oh, so how do I start? Or have decided to be a cash only merchant because they don't understand how it works, and they have heard that it's super complicated, etc. But here is some basic information about the different kinds of processors that are out there that you need to be set up to start accepting payment cards. The first are the acquiring banks. Acquiring banks means like Chase, Bank of America, etc. There are many of these big banks that have the acquiring business, which means that especially for big businesses, mostly, they can set up them all the infrastructure for big businesses to accept payment cards. There's the independent sales organizations, or ISOs. Okay, so those are specialized in smaller business accounts, and sometimes they contract with third-party providers and bigger accounting acquiring banks, but they are more dedicated to small business owners. Sometimes the cost could be higher because they have to pay like an acquiring bank or a third-party processor. So we need to be vigilant with that. And the third-party processors are the ones that in this case will help the independent sales organizations, but they also work mostly with larger merchants, and they provide a range of services to the businesses. And the internet payment service providers, for example, Square, right? So they help set you up if you're going to use, let's say, a small device like the one that many merchants that participate, like in street fairs and mobile places where you're not going to have like a point of sale, or you don't have a computer. So these are the kind of services that somebody like Square provides. Or if you only sell your goods and services online, so that's the kind of processor you would need. So there's, many out there. You don't need to go with the first processor that knock on your door when you start your business. You need to negotiate. You need to learn how to talk to them and prepare, especially prepare to have that conversation. So what do you need to do to prepare before you're going to select the processor? Well, you need to understand what you sell, to whom, and how. Do they come to you? Is it over the phone? Is it online only? Is it through like a device, through your phone? Is it face to face? And what's your average transaction size? If the things that you sell, it's like big average transaction, or if you sell like, I don't know, muffins or something like that, that is going to be smaller. What's your monthly volume? What's the history of your business and your sales process and your revenue model, those kind of things. So you need to understand all of those things. So then to start a processing partner or the processor that are going to set you up to accept payment cards, usually people start with a bank. And it can be a local bank or the bank where you have your business account. Or also you can ask friends and associates like, oh, hey, who set you up for payments, how do you do it, how is it going with the one that you have. The idea is for you to shop around. You don't need to go again with the first one. And also there's business groups and associations like AWBC, definitely, and chambers of commerce as well, that may have some recommendations or some suggestions of where you can start. And here are some questions. I will not go through all of them. You can definitely have a copy of this presentation. The questions you need to be ready to ask before signing a contract or consider if you want to renegotiate the contract that you have. So who is this company? Who are they? Do they outsource their processing? What's their reputation? Who will be your contact person? What is the term? What are the fees? Can pricing change in the middle of the road, and how much and how? Do you have an interchange or a tier blended rate structure? All of those details should be provided by this processor. Are there like a monthly or annual fee? Is the kind of company appropriate for my business? What's the type of hardware or technology that I need? Can I rent the terminal or whatever I need, or it would be more cost effective for me to buy it? So this is just questions to help you think a little bit when you're going to have the conversation. And some additional questions like the startup time, how fast they're going to set you up, what recommendation they need, risk assessment. In case of chargebacks, you need to have almost 24/7 support from that company to take care of anything that could be happening. And all of that. Again, this is just like a reference for you to think about and get prepared, and what to look for, especially when you find the processor. So hopefully this is kind of like a how do you say, a cheat sheet for you to get prepared. Okay, that's some things that people are a little confused about. And here is more information about when you're gonna get the best deal. You're gonna negotiate, so save money definitely, and compare with others. Talk to, let's say, 2 or 3, and then compare and see who gives you the best alternative. In the MasterCard website, there's a huge section for small business owners that gives you a lot of tools and a lot of resources. There's one with information about processors all over the country. So I think they are by state, so you can look into those and get some ideas if you don't want to go local and ask any friends or other businesses that are there. Okay, also there's this the MasterCard small business community. That's another website that we have, where there's tons of different tools for you when you're starting, and different things that you can leverage when you're gonna start your business and really don't know where to go to. Even though I know AWBC has lots of different tools as well. And I don't know, Jimmy, do you want to take this going forward and talk to them about the available resources and maybe
Sure.
a little bit about digital doors?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks.
All righty. So I'm going to ask you to stop sharing, and I can just share my screen real quick.
Done.
All right. So a lot of great information, and thank you, Mercedes, for sharing all of that knowledge with our team here. So woohoo. Okay. So right now, can you all see my screen? Yes. Okay, cool. So this is our MasterCard website. So I wanted to bring you all here because I wanted to show you exactly where to find some of this information. All right. And what happens here is that sometimes I can't see the thing. All right, there you go. All right, cool. So here, MasterCard. So what I want to do is go into MasterCard for Business. So again, we have a lot of resources. So take advantage of some of the stuff that we currently have available because it's really going to help your business. What I'm going to take you through is our digital doors page. So I've gone already and opened up all my windows so that nothing crashes, right? No whammies today. So here is our digital doors page. And what this does, the very first section here is talks a little bit about your digital presence, right? So having a strong digital presence is critical for businesses now. So, we had an example here, and I think it was Marvina who shared with us her website. Again, wonderful digital presence. For those of you who may not have a digital presence or currently have one, this is a great opportunity for you to sort of see how you're actually doing. So the next tab that I have here is how you go about doing it. So just click on find out now, and we go in here and we put in our assessment. It's really easy. So you put in your name, your work email, and so forth. And what it's going to do, it's going to basically give you an assessment based on 6 key areas. And they're listed right here. So general strategy, business management, business growth, payment acceptance, outbound payments, and then business security, which is critical. So those are some of the great things that you can do for your business and see how are you benchmarking? How is my business doing when it comes to this assessment? All right. Now, once you get it, you get the responses, you get your answers, and you get results, and you'll also get some recommendations there as well. So one of the other things that we have on our digital doors page, if you look further down, we have a link to our Spanish page. So if you're a Hispanic small business owner, again, all of this stuff is available in 2 different languages and for the most part. Then we have our other resources on this page. So I'm just going to scroll downwards here. So we have how we can support you, setting your shop online. So if you don't have an online presence, hey, here's a great way for you to do it. Promoting your business, accepting payments, protecting your business, managing, growing your business, all right? And when I click on some of those different tabs, here's what I get, all right? So here's some of our partner offers. So we work with a lot of different organizations that offer discounts, help, for our small business owners. Here is one for promoting your business. So here's some of the different partners offers that we have. Over here, we have accepting payments. Okay, again, more resources from some of our different partners. And I share this because, again, a lot of times we're at a moment where we're just trying to figure out what do we do next, right? And that's where AWBC comes in because they will help guide you. If, for example, you wanted to do things on your own, here's another way for you to get more information. But I encourage you all to reach out to your AWBC partners because, again, that's your first person, your first point of contact. All right. And I love what Jesse said about, being honest, not being embarrassed. All right. So take advantage of what you currently have in front of you. Managing your business. And then the last one is growing your business. So again, we have resources and throughout these pages, and it just gives you an opportunity to really look at what we have to offer and take advantage of it. All right. So there you go. And over here, even if I scroll further down on our digital doors page, I could get up to 40% off with FedEx. Ooh, nice, right? So this is, again, more information for you. So I encourage you to take a look at this. It's all available for you. And again, the other thing I want to point out is our Master Your Card page. So as Mercedes mentioned, we do a lot of stuff when it comes to small businesses. Here we have our resource center. And if I filter by small businesses, we have a lot of information for you here as well. So when she talked about getting the best deal for your business, we have a video, we have handouts, and it's all for free. So I encourage you to take a look at some of these things that we have here. Even if you're a freelancer or gig worker, we also have great information for those who are gig workers, right? So 5 things you need to know as a freelancer gig worker. And again, all that information is available for you for free. All right. So I'm going to pause here and open it up for any questions that we might have from our group. Boom, and I just added the MasterCard link there as well.
I just love everything that you guys shared about questions to ask your payment processor. I'm not gonna lie, even when I was coaching at my center, I remember in particular, I had one Mexican restaurant I helped start, and we were really confused about like, should we use the local bank payment processing? Should they use Square? And it would have been a dream to have like that list to ask, especially the local bank processor, because I know they certainly didn't have 365-day support. So I love that. I'm going to follow up with you to hopefully get some of that information in like a shareable format on our socials. I think that to me is the biggest takeaway of all the things that a good payment processor should be able to provide. So I really appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love it too. And, it goes back to that interviewing your vendors, right? Making sure that you're, a lot of times I think it comes back to your kind of comment, Jesse, about intimidation from small business and, what you're scared to ask because you don't know the right things to ask or where to go first. But coming up with those questions, and thank you for providing those, Jimmy and Mercedes, because I think those types of things, it's like, you've got to be interviewing your bank and you've got to be interviewing all the vendors that you're using to make sure that they fit with what you're trying to accomplish. It's
Yeah,
it's a
exactly.
relationship.
Right, right. And a lot of times we often don't ask these questions because we get word of mouth from somebody else and say, hey, use this person, but it may not be the right fit
Yeah,
for your business. So that's why it's great to sort of ask questions and get information from other sources.
Yeah, and keep the information handy of everything that's available out there. Obviously, us and MasterCard, etc. It's not like the only thing available. And when Jimmy and I do these workshops in many parts of the country, some people don't know that there's so many resources out there. They're just like struggling with an area of their business, and they don't know that there's a lot of loans being delivered by the SBA, that there's a lot of technology out there, that there's benefits from the discount that Jimmy said. So there's take the time to look what's out there for you, because there's a lot out there.
absolutely. And we at HOPE2Women and with the AWBC, we want to be that navigator of those resources. So if you have questions or if you're confused, not sure where to start, Jessie had mentioned this earlier with her kind of overview, but I'm going to put a link in the chat on how to request assistance from us and how to make sure that you can find that Women's Business Center near you. I'll also share a link for our education feedback form. The biggest kind of thing with that feedback form that I would say is that it's your opportunity to share what other trainings you want to see. If there's something that you're looking for, resources, support, subject matter experts, and you're like, man, if only I had a live person to ask questions to. We know people don't wake up in the morning just searching for online webinars that are on demand. We want these live trainings and this access provided. So utilize us at HOPE2Women to be able to find those resources and make those relationships.
I'm certainly excited I want to look at that gig worker stuff. I think there's a lot. I'm going to be in touch, Mercedes and Jimmy, after about some joint socials I want to do about that, because talk about a massive emerging market and a lot of misinformation out there.
Yeah, and that's why we did it, actually.
Yep.
Definitely.
If any of I know participants hate coming on camera and they hate unmuting, but if anybody wants to, in the time we have left, I'd love to hear like what brought you to this class today. Like what's in your mind about payment processing? Like, are you unhappy with your current processor? Are you not sure if you're getting a good deal, or are you just starting out? I'd love to hear from somebody. And you can obviously shout out your business and what you're working on. We just need one brave soul. Sometimes they're multitasking.
Sounds like a very shy, shy team, right?
A lot of times it's our entrepreneurs that are at their other job watching this, so they can't talk. So we see that a lot too. But again, if you're too shy to come on or not sure what you need, HOPE2Women request for assistance is definitely the place to go. And then also these amazing resources on the Master Your Card website. I'm excited about that. If there's no other questions, Jackie, we can probably go ahead and wrap us up about 5 minutes early. Oh, we got something in the, oh, perfect. Just starting and security. Ashley, that's a good one. And we just had a cybersecurity class recently with MasterCard about that as well. So I think we have a recording of that, but I would definitely check out the resources on the MasterCard website about the cybersecurity for small businesses.
And there's like a new self-assessment tool as well there, where you can self-assess where you are in terms of how you are protecting your business.
Absolutely. I think
It's
that
enough or not.
super important. I feel like it's not an if, but when we get hacked or have some type of fraud on our stuff. So Marvina, I saw you come off camera. Please feel free to jump on if you have questions.
Hi, it was a great class. No questions.
Okay,
Thank
wonderful.
you.
It's nice to see your face and your beautiful website.
We
Thank you.
appreciate your feedback, Marvina.
Marvina, you're running event planning can be pretty costly. How are you processing payments? Are you typically accepting checks or do you take electronic payment?
Right now I take checks, and actually cashier's checks, not personal checks.
Wow.
And I just actually they are deposited into my business account, I am thinking about doing the electronic payments. I am, so this is one of the reasons I took the class. But yeah, but no personal checks.
Yeah,
Okay,
I hear
hopefully
you.
it was helpful to you, all of this information. And again, check the website and there's some ideas and some potential processors for you that you can start exploring.
Okay, I will. Thank you so much. I appreciate the time, and the presentation was excellent. Excellent.
Thank you. We really
Excellent.
appreciate your comments, Marvina. All the best.
Thank you. Continued blessings to you all as well.
Blessings to you as well.
Great.
Okay, Jackie and Jesse. So if that it, thank you so much again to you for having us and to everybody for participating.
Yep.
So good
Thank
luck
you for
and
being amazing
success.
partners.
Okay, our pleasure.
I see Isabel's comment. Yep, exactly what I said. She's at work.
Oh,
We
wonderful.
I love it. That's what we're here to do. Great. Thank you, Isabel.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye, all.
Okay, bye.
Bye, thank you.